Okay. Hi, Zach. Thank you for joining us today. This will only be a quick interview, so don't feel too pressured.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Start with the first question.
Hi, so the first question will be, can you share a time when you went above and beyond to help someone? And how do you prioritize tasks when multiple people are relying on you at once?
Ooh. Uh, well, the first part of the question, uh, the reason why Elea and I know each other is because we used to go to the same high school. And at Makati Hope, uh, I was I was lucky enough to serve mga six to 7 years in the student council. So to me, that was something that um, the responsibility that I undertook, and it doesn't just come down to projects and programs. You really get to help out everyone, and although it is difficult accommodating with everyone else, uh, one thing that I try to do systematically is think about the gravity or the weight that uh, one task has over the other. So it could be about deadlines, about the impact it could have. Maybe it's just a small problem, or maybe it's a big problem that needs to be addressed right now. So that's usually what I think about when I try to help everyone out.
Well, for our second question, have you ever volunteered for a task or project that wasn't part of your responsibilities? And why did you do it?
Uh, well, I like to think that I do that every day. Just this morning, I probably helped out like 3 or 4 people with well, it's mostly accounting, but uh, that's a hobby that I really enjoy because I like seeing people happy whenever I get to help them out because it gives a big impact. One thing that I try to do always is the good things that are paid back to you, you don't need to pay it back. You can pay it forward to other people, and it's a nice effect that you have. So that's one thing that I always try to do: volunteer, just so that I can make other people happy.
Hi. Looking back on your experiences, how has your commitment to serving others impacted your personal or professional growth?
Uh, well, helping when you get to help other people, and in my case at least, when you get to be in the student government for your entire high school life, it gives you a sense of maturity. Maturity because you not only learn how other people interact with you, whether it be good or bad, but whatever mistakes that you made, that's something that you really learn from. And looking back on how I did, I like to think that what's this? The reason why I still want to help other people and I still want to serve other people is because all of the good things that came from what I was able to do previously really made me feel fulfilled and purposeful. So that's why I like to appreciate zeal for service too.
So for the last question, can you tell us about the challenging situation where your commitment to serving others was tested, and how did you handle it?
Oh, well, then that goes to some of the parts that I mentioned earlier when it comes to helping people, but it doesn't really have a good outcome. Uh, in school, as a student officer, there might be some times where things don't go as planned, and most of the time, I'd get complaints from students, sometimes teachers, and the worst that I felt is getting reprimanded by parents as well or by my supervisors. But the way people really overcome it is through communion. So that's another value that's important to me aside from zeal for service, is because the only way you really get to overcome challenges as a student leader is if you overcome it with a team or with other student leaders, because they're really the only reason why people push through with it is because they're not doing it alone, and because of the communion that we have with the students who do appreciate the things that we do. So, and just to add it, so you can get all three. It's also about faith, faith in what your capabilities are, faith in yourself, and faith that well, whoever you believe in, whether that be God or some other affiliation that you believe in, that whatever plan that they have for you is what's meant to happen. So that's the growth that you have.
Wow. Thank you. We've learned a lot from you, and not just by being a college student from LaSalle, but also we've got to get the chance to understand your perspective on how you really manifested the core value of zeal for service. So that will be all. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
You.